Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nikmata Aisha binti Herdin. Today I'm going to start presenting our group, Saya Board. First of all, let me introduce our group member name. The first one is Alia Akilah. The second one is Asya. The third one is Anis Bakri. Let's once again go to the definition of portmanteau. Portmanteau is joining two words or more together to create a new name or word. Gonna go straight to our presentation part. First of all, let me give the overview of our artwork. We gave our artwork name Saya Board because Saya Board is a name combined from the word saya, which means me in Malay, while board was derived from cyborg, which is a term for human and robot combined. In a nutshell, the painting illustrates present situation around us regardless of age, how people are attached to the gadgets to the extent that we have become a part of it. Next, I'm going to show you our color scheme. Here is our color scheme. We have bright color to represent millennial, and we also have dark color to show that old generation. Next is our design concept. Our design concept, the first one is, this is the example of element from our artwork. It's the perfect line and circle. This perfect line and circle is to indicate that just like robot is perfect, everything is perfect, they make no error at all. The second element that we have for our concept is this. It's an eye, but it's a clock eye, which show that nowadays people tend to spend more of their time on gadgets. The third one is this. This is electro vein, which show that we nowadays are too depending on our gadget that even our vein become some sort of electronic. The fourth one that we have here is keyboard hand. This is a keyboard. We want to indicate that people nowadays, they tend to type more than they talk. They type faster than they think. That's why we want to show keyboard in our artwork. Last but not least, our method of coloring, like this. If you can see here, our method of coloring is that we overline the color. This is to show that even though from outside that we look like a robot, we're actually still human. We have feeling and we are not perfect. So human is not perfect. That's why we overline our color. We're going to move on to the next one, which is design process and principle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Asya binti Amin, and for my part, I'll be talking about the design process and principle. So first of all, the design process, it all started with a sketch. So this is how it looked like. This is supposedly the face of Medusa and the hand of the keyboard. Until the progress, it moved even further because due to certain problems such as our idea being rejected a few times until it moved all the way over here. Yes. And after that, the principle of design that we can conclude from the painting is, first of all, we have hierarchy. This is the first mock-up painting. So the hierarchy part of this is the eye, because this is the hierarchy part of the painting, because it is the most eye-catching and it's the biggest one. Yes, and then subtraction and addition. For example, this part, the other side of the eye, and then later axis, symmetrical for this whole painting being a circle. This part, especially the eye, and then repetition, this part, and that is all. And for the precedent studies, we were inspired by the painting made by Frank Vidal, which is the three visage, by the way he did his painting, which emphasized on the way of mistakes and abstract and total organic. So this is where uh, we we received the idea of making this painting and making it a total making a painting and and that is how we got the idea. So that is for me. Thank you very much.
I'm going to continue our presentation. My name is Nur Ali Atullah. Before we are continue, we will show you our artwork. This is our final momental artwork. I'm going to start the presentation for I'm going to start the presentation for task 2 with definition of origami. Origami is actually meaning folding paper. The art of folding paper, which often associated with Japanese culture. Plus, the goal is to transform a flat square sheet of paper into a finished sculpture through folding and sculpting technique.
Assalamualaikum. Okay, my name is Anis and I'm going to continue with the precedent studies, which is our art or our 3D was inspired by Jun Mitani's artwork, which is by folding a piece of paper in various shapes can be produced from a single sheet of paper. And for the next one, synopsis. This artwork, we're using the fold art method and from the 2D abstract, the part of cyborg's eye used in this design, which consists of the geometrical shape and also the amount of triangle that compile in one place creates the cyborg's eye.
Let's move on to design principle. Design principle consists of axis, datum, rhythm, and axis symmetry. First and foremost, as is shown in this design that the line established by the points which form various of triangle that can be arranged. Next, the plane and volume was formed by the axis datum. Rhythm was created by repetition of triangle, and lastly, the arrangement of form was dissimilar and unequal shape that produced asymmetrical form.
Okay, so for the last one, I'm going to continue with the design process. As you can see, the first picture is it come from the 2D abstract, and for the second picture, it is the cyborg eye, which is the intersection of each axis construct a lot of geometrical shapes, and most of them produce the triangle shapes. And the third picture, okay, so this picture is from each of the 2D triangle shapes, we put it together and form the 3D of combination of triangle. And the last picture is by each combination, the final design was produced. So this is the example. So this is this is our design process from this, and this is our final 3D fold art. Okay, you can see the plan and elevation and also perspective. Okay, so I think that's all from our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.